Tech deck, wet fingers, sex with singers, totally jet set the zinger.
Pesky clinger, next to linger in lingerie made by Ann Taylor. Handstand a standard Camaro with Santana.
Banana peel slipping, I feel women in menopause.
Handle these sickens, I'm Glock clicking with cheddar ball.
Trampoline dick and I'm real sick and I'm better off.
Kennedy tripping, I wanna become a senator.
Off stance in transit, titties out, booties up. Trying to find a way to see that everybody poops enough.
Who the fuck been moving up on Julia with Rufio? And I will take it to all of you with bayonets and Uzi guns. What?
Something was touching me, hoping someone that wanna suck me under the fucking sea. What?
Sucking it fucking D. Do you wanna do it? She said, bumblebee.
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 Rolling like a tumbleweed.
Tommy B.
Tumbling.
I think that I'm hungry.
Grilled cheese.
Honey D.
Tell your mama what it be.
I just wanna take this time to say what's up to Scummy T.
Suffering.
Succotash.
Kick you in a fucking ass.
Buffering.
Suck a dick. Terrible connection.
Dial up.
Pile on.
Entering the fire zone.
Call me on a xylophone.
Put a brand new style on.
Pimp it out. This is it. Pimp it out. This is it. Pimp it out. This is
Oh, welcome back to the Weed Cap. Haven't said that in a while. Welcome back to the Weed Cap. I'm your host, Caleb. With me, as always, is Lauren. Lauren's texting on her phone there.
What the fuck? I'm waiting for you to do your fucking intro.
There we
You got to
go.
introduce me. And you used to say, oh, my beautiful fiance. But now you're just like, yeah, this is that bitch, my fiance, Lauren. Here she is.
This is that bitch. She was texting on her phone. Lauren, say hello to the folks at home.
Hey.
Lauren recently changed her hair color. She's looking like Poison Ivy from the Batman, Tim Burton Batman movies. I'm very into it. It's very arousing to me. I'm enjoying it immensely. Well, guys, there's been a bit of a rebrand. It's not really a rebrand. If anything, it's a rebrand.
It's a rewind.
Going back to our roots, and we'll explain all of that here shortly. But before we get into anything, before we really delve into it, we need to talk about this coming Friday.
Right.
Now, this coming Friday is April 18th, 2025. And on Sunday is 420. Obviously, we're a weed-themed podcast. We always have been since the beginning. We'll get back into that. So it's a big day for us. Obviously, we're not going to do a live show on a Sunday.
No.
We're going to do it Friday night because we have the most fun doing the shows when we have the whole weekend ahead of us.
Also the whole weekend to recover.
And the whole weekend to recover. Now, I'm going to need it because this coming Friday, while the show name has reverted back to the original name and the show premise has reverted back to the original show premise, I made a promise we were Weed Cap Radio. And
What's the promise?
The promise is that this coming Friday, 4/18, live on YouTube, audio only. You'll have to take our word that I'm really doing it.
You'll hear it.
I'm sure you'll be able to hear the pain in my voice. I am doing the Weed Cap Power Hour. Now you may be asking yourself, what is the Weed Cap Power Hour? That is for an hour, once every 10 minutes during an hour. I will be having one Guinness, one bong hit, and one McDouble.
Wow.
Every 10 minutes for an hour. Now, some people have messaged me. They're calling this the El Diablo Challenge. I didn't understand that.
I don't know what that is.
One of our loyal listeners came up with this, the El Diablo Challenge, because I'm having 6, 6, and 6 of something. And I was like,
oh no, that's good. Oh no, you're about to bring like a weird hex on us or something.
It sounds so much cooler than the Weed Cap Power Hour. As a matter of fact, I won't even be calling it the Weed Cap Power Hour anymore.
Okay, from
it's
here
going
on
to
out,
be called the El Diablo.
El Diablo.
Or it's just called the El Diablo Challenge because I think El is the in there fucked up.
Right.
And
it's not fucked up.
And how crazy is that? They got a fucking...
It's Spanish.
It's called L, please.
No, the L is... Okay, I'm not even going to go into it.
Go ahead.
L is for masculine and La is for feminine.
Feminine?
Yeah.
Have another drink. It doesn't get
feminine.
It doesn't get much more masculine than fucking a guy
devil.
having 6 beers, 6 bong hits, and 6 McDoubles.
That's
now,
right.
I'm going to be doing that live this coming Friday, and we encourage you to do it at home. Get yourself, it doesn't need to be Guinness, but it should be. It's a nitro beer. Get yourself any 6 drinks. Get yourself some weed. It doesn't have to be a
course.
bong hit. You can just take a hit. Take a hit off a Benjamin. 6 hits off a Benjamin.
That's nothing.
It has to be a McDouble or a McChicken.
Or a combo. What do they call that? When
a
they...
McGangbang.
Right.
Now you could do 3 McGangbangs.
Oh, would you do it every 15 minutes then, or?
Yeah, you could do it
20?
every 15 minutes if you really wanted to. But if you're a purist, you're going to be doing it like me. You're going to be getting 6 Guinness beers, some weed, and 6 McDoubles. And that's this coming Friday night. I'm going to be doing it live. And as such, we have a sports journalist has sent us a couple of questions. They're doing a profile on me for my competitive eating this coming Friday.
Is it competitive eating?
Of course, I'm so competitive with it. So they've got some questions.
Well, who are you competing with? Me? I'm not doing it.
I'm competing
Yourself.
with social construct that says that a guy shouldn't do this.
Who's saying that?
Society is saying, hey, don't drink 6 beers, eat 6 burgers, and take 6 bong hits in an hour.
Well, it is not healthy considering we've been on a healthy kick, but
That's fine. Yeah, we've been on
That's
a
just
real healthy kick. I had a meatball sub last night.
well, we used to be, and then I sprained my ankle.
Go
so
ahead.
Anyway.
Yeah, it's your
Okay,
fault.
here are the press conference questions. Number 1.
Yep.
All right, you've trained for this moment. How are you feeling heading into Friday's challenge?
Well, I'm feeling excited. I got to be honest. I'm feeling very excited. I would be lying. I'd be remiss if I was saying that, hey, I'm not a little nervous, but hey, this is what we do it for, you know?
Okay.
We do it for the fans around the world. We do it for to say that we've done it.
Right.
And if I'm being honest, I'm looking forward to getting 6 beers, 6 bong hit cross-faded, and eating some burgers. Go ahead.
Okay. Was there a particular strategy going in? Are you starting with the McDoubles? You cracking a beer first? We assume that you're going to be taking bong hits the whole time, so...
Yeah, so that is a correct assumption that I'll be doing the bong hits intermittently, at least one every 10 minutes, but whenever I feel like it.
Sure.
I'll be doing the bong hits whenever I feel like it throughout. I got to be honest. I think that in the beginning, I will down the beer first. And that will be my what I'll do is I think that I'll be downing beers,
Okay.
taking bong hits, and then ripping a McDouble. I think that the McDouble's got to be
Interesting.
the final piece out of every 10 minutes.
You'd think that you would go McDouble or like bong McDouble and then use the beer to wash the McDouble down.
No, I think because it's a Guinness, it's a heavy nitrogenated beer.
Gotcha.
Terpinology.
They didn't take that. The terminology.
Terminology.
They didn't take that into consideration when they wrote these questions
Correct.
about
yeah.
the nitro.
Yeah, and that's what journalists do. They're fucking stupid. Go ahead.
All right.
Fake news.
A lot of critics said the Devil's Challenge of 666 might be too much. What do you say to the doubters?
I say, first of all, you're pussies. I don't have a problem doing this. I think I'm going to do it surprisingly and embarrassingly easy. I think that I'm going to do this and people are going to be going, it could have been more. That's my biggest fear because
You're not pushing yourself enough.
Correct. It's embarrassing, but I do think that this is something that's pretty fucking not routine.
It's like easy.
But it's, yeah, exactly. I don't want to sound too
toot your own
cocky.
horn,
But beep, beep. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
Next question.
Is this more about stamina or is it the mindset for you?
It's going to be about the mindset. The stamina's got nothing to do with it. Look, I could sit around. I'll drink 6 beers in an hour. That's not a problem.
Right.
I like to binge drink. I remember I had a high school health teacher. I had a high school health teacher named Mr. Stull, Stull. He's a 6'8" lumbering man, huge, probably 350, 400 pounds. Just a big man.
Teacher?
He was a health teacher, but he wanted to be a gym teacher. He was a former NFL lineman for the Carolina,
he's large.
the Carolina Panthers and the Minnesota Vikings, I believe.
Why the fuck was he teaching health in
He
Carroll
was-
County?
Because the gym teacher was an old dyke who had been there for forever. I know. Miss Herbert.
Yep.
In her she dressed like Mike Ditka. She literally wore like a crew neck and European length shorts, and she had a fucking coiffed hair. She had the Kennedy hair.
That is bad.
Yeah, it's disgusting. So anyway, Mr. Stahl, when he was teaching us about drinking, because we had to talk about drinking, we had to have all
You had
that.
to talk about drugs, drinking, all the fun stuff in health.
He was like, "Here's what you don't want to do.
What do you tell
You don't want to go to the bar and drink 2 or 3 or 4 beers really fast, and then afterwards sip to maintain it. That's binge drinking." And I remember as a 9th grader being like, that's exactly how I want to drink. I want to tie in the buzz and then maintain it.
Right.
You don't want to, and believe me, and I think you can speak to this as my partner. throughout our relationship, I can temper beer. If I drink beer all night long, I know when I approach the point of no return and I can back off of it.
Sure.
It's when I start, it's mostly at weddings. I start with beer.
Mixes.
I mix in mixed drinks. That's when I start to not know my limit.
Yeah.
So as far as sitting around tying in a couple buzzes, you know, whether it's weed, I could do 6 bong hits, no problem. Whether it's, you know, weed and then the McDoubles, yeah, it's going to be a feat.
Yeah.
But that's why we do it. We're competing. We're not here, you know, this isn't a Friday night, you know, this isn't a circle jerk. We're here to compete. We're here to eat some McDoubles.
Yeah, and this is just a side note. The local McDonald's has a pickle fucker.
There's a pickle fucker at the Hampstead Robertsfield McDonald's.
For some reason, we're getting pickles with literal holes in the middle. I don't know where they're going.
Every time, okay, so it's like a condom where only the round part, where
Just
only
the rim.
Just the rim is, you get these fucking pickle
The
condoms.
disgusting pickle rim, and it's the hardest part of the pickle.
Every time you just get the outer rim of a pickle. I tell Lauren all the time, I open my McDoubles and I go, he's struck again.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody has fucked my pickles.
Well, so you got to think about you're not getting all the calories that you normally would because they're not even giving you a full pickle.
That's correct. And I'm eating McDonald's for the calories. I'm calorie stacking.
Well, no, this is what the next question is about. Are you ready?
And I'm not ready. I just want to say that if you're out there,
Who?
the Hampstead McDonald's pickle fucker.
Yeah.
We know what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't deter us.
We're still eating the pickle.
You're doing it for no reason. If your goal is to make us not want to eat the McDonald's, it's salty already. I can't tell if you've blown a load or not. And I will continue to dominate these McDoubles, including this coming Friday.
Just so you know, I didn't even eat the pickles before I discovered there was a pickle fucker, and I don't eat them all the time.
That's correct. If anything, it's awoken an appetite inside of Lauren that she was unaware that she had. Next question.
All right. Talk to me about the prep. Are you going to fast? Are you going to carbo load? What does the routine look like leading up to this event?
I'm glad you asked. I think it's a rookie mistake now. And a lot of people look at me, wouldn't realize this. Lauren can attest to it. I fast every day.
Oh, we're both intermittent fasters.
I don't eat typically now until 3 or 4 o'clock.
Yeah, I can't do that. But
so I have a little snack at 3 or 4 o'clock and then I have dinner and that's it. That's all I will have. So I think what I'll do this day is at 3 or 4 o'clock, I may have a drinkable yogurt.
Oh,
or
that
something.
Sounds bad with alcohol, but okay.
I'll have something, maybe a couple craft singles. I'll have something at 3 or 4 o'clock to satiate me because at 8 o'clock, what I want is to be ravenous.
Oh, you want to be like,
I want to be.
Do you have to wait each hour to eat the McDoubles? So you're just going to have like
every 10 minutes I'm going
to McDoubles chilling?
Yeah. Unless I think I should, honestly, I think if I eat the McDoubles first, then I should just have to do the beers and bong hits every 10 minutes. It's going to depend. Okay. Because I might be hungry.
Might be a game time choice.
Right. But as long as 6 of each are consumed, that's El Diablo. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So no time constraints really, except for you don't have to get it done in an hour, or you do?
No, it has to be in an hour.
Within 1 hour.
It has to be within an hour. And I think the bong hits and the beer every 10 minutes.
Sure.
I have to.
But the McDoubles is kind of like
crack a beer every 10 minutes, but it's going to be tough for me to sit there and stare at a pile of 5 McDoubles after I house just one.
Well, that's what I mean. I have no self-control. I know I'd be eating them all, and then you're sitting there hungry, and then
that's fine.
Are they going cold? And
go ahead.
Anyway, what's the biggest obstacle in your mind? Is it maybe carbonation, fatigue, or the meat sweats?
Well, it's certainly not going to be the meat sweats. The McDonald's patties, they've whittled them down to the size of a quarter.
Yeah, they really flattened them out.
This is, I might as well be eating White Castle. I'd prefer to be eating White Castle. I love White Castle.
Yeah. The carbonation fatigue, is that from the beer?
Certainly not carbonation. Most people would think that I'm drinking Guinness, which is nitro, which does not give you the typical CO2 carbonation that you would have. So I'm fine. I'm good with that. I'm to be honest, the hurdle is just going to be, I think honestly, if you want the truth, and this is crazy coming from a pothead like myself, I think the biggest hurdle is going to be the bong hits. Because I think that at a certain point after drinking 6 beers, eating 6 McDoubles, that 6th bong hit is going to be like, I feel gross.
I don't know. I think you're going to be belligerent. I don't know.
We'll find out.
Okay. Oh, I do have one side note though. You could get a little snack in between the. I'm not saying that you should eat other than 6 McDoubles because that's a lot. But if you just got like a little 6-pack of nuggets or something,
That's true. And I'm going to be getting you dinner from there as well. You're not participating, but you'll be watching.
I don't wanna.
Right. Go ahead.
Okay. What's the? Oh no, we just went over that. Okay, you've done 4 in the past, which I didn't know about that. 4 and 4. What makes you think you're ready to level up to 6 on Friday?
I'm going to defer.
What even is 4 and 4? Can you
Instead of 6, I've done 4 and 4 of each one,
For
which
1
I think
hour?
the listeners had probably put together, but I appreciate you clarifying.
Well, there might be some people out there that didn't know.
I'm going to defer this answer to NASCAR champion Matt Kenseth to answer for me. Okay, because I don't want to speak of this. Well, I think more than anything, Caleb's got a 4. That's a it's a pretty big hill to climb, but you add 2 of each there, and especially the bong hits as you get towards the end there, and the spins does become a bit of a concern. You're certainly worried about the spins, but when you get down to it, I mean, 2 more bong hits, 2 more beers. I mean, you think about it, what a treat, and then you get 2 more doubles on top of that. I mean, sure, it's going to be hard to get the beef down in there, and I think if anything, you gotta kind of work towards the beef. You got to get the beef down first, and then kind of add the beer on and the bong hits on top of it. But you can't really speak to what we're going to be doing differently. We just got to do the same thing that got us the 4 and 4, and just build on that. So we're looking forward to it.
Amen.
Thanks,
Okay.
Thanks, Matt.
Who's that, Matt? Yeah, thank you, Matt.
Go ahead.
All right. Okay, so if you hit the wall halfway through, what is your game plan?
Double up on bong hits.
Double up on bong hits. You think that's
If I hit the
answer?
wall on the beer, and I think that'll make me want, because the bong hits are going to make me thirsty, and they're also going to make me hungry. So the weed.
Well, you might have already finished the McDoubles by that point. We don't know.
That's true. While daunting, I think that the weed itself could be the key to this. Challenge.
All right, that's fine. Okay, so are you worried about the aftermath, or is that like a next day you problem?
Matt, you want to take this?
Matt?
Yeah, well, I mean, sure, you're worried about the next day. You're worried about going in there. You're worried about melting porcelain. It's never good. You have 6 McDoubles, 6 beers. The bong hits don't really take into account the next day outside of some fogginess. But, you go in there, you melt some porcelain. It's, 6 beers, 6 McDoubles on their own. You're going to go in there and you're going to wreak some havoc, So to double them up, yeah, I mean, certainly you're worried about the consequences of your actions. But, you've made a commitment. You gotta get in there and you gotta do it, and you just gotta kind of drop mud where you may. You gotta be ready to drop mud the next morning, and it's coming. So you kind of mentally prepare for it. While you're celebrating, and that it's the cost of victory. So, thanks, Matt.
That man's preaching.
Yep.
All right, now here's the last one. Okay, what does success look like for you on Friday night? Is it a clean sweep or is it just no regrets?
Yeah, I think it's got to be a clean sweep. No regrets is good, but if you've done a 4 and 4, I mean, technically a 5 and 5 would be a small success. But we're building, we're improving ourselves here. That's what this is all about. It's about incremental success. It's about building on what you're doing. It's not about waking up tomorrow and being better. At some point I started with a 1 and 1. I got to a 2 and 2.
You build your way up.
And then you skip a 3 and 3, 3 by 3.
Right, you don't need that.
4 by 4,
Somehow we ended up at the 666.
Yep, and one day I hope to do an 8 by 8. You hope to keep building up to yourself here, and I'm excited to do it for the tens of listeners around the world, and I'm excited to really buckle down and just show you guys you can be proud of your podcast host.
Your pet gets
Your pet gets host. Sorry. I've had a couple Newcastle brown ales.
I'm excited. I'm afraid you might also black out though.
I'm not going to, 6 beers in an hour is nothing.
Also 6 Guinnesses is nothing. They're like 4%.
They're 4% and they go down so smooth for me. I can house a Guinness in 30 seconds.
Yeah, you can.
So, I mean, it's going to be nothing. I didn't choose my favorite beer right here. Newcastle brown ale, which by the way, back in the glass bottles, Lagunitas lost their contract with Newcastle. We're back to OG Newcastle. It's phenomenal. It doesn't taste like copper pennies in someone's asshole anymore. It tastes like the sweet, delicious brown nectar we've all come to love in a clear glass bottle.
This is not sponsored.
Imported directly from England. This is not sponsored.
Sponsor us, Newcastle. We're here.
If they made a Nitro Newcastle,
It'd be over for
it'd
you
be
bitches.
over. I gotta fucking have the Nitro beers like the Guinness and the Murphy's Stout because they don't irritate my acid reflux. This Newcastle's delicious, and I would drink this every day if I could.
But you got GERD.
But I've got the GERD, and this irritates me. So, guys, we are back to being the Weed Cap. You may have heard. You may have heard. Now, if you're new here and you've only been listening since we've been Weed Cap Radio, we used to be the Weed Cap. People I would ask all the time, what is a Weed Cap? It was a weed-induced recap. We would get stoned. We would watch a movie. And then once that was over, we would
try to retell it.
Most of the time, we would struggle to stay on topic. Yeah. Sometimes the movie wouldn't come up. We had a lot of fun doing it. And it's nice to have an anchor of a subject matter. Mm-hmm. It's nice to not go, what are we going to talk about? It's nice to have a plot of a movie. And then we just talk around it. We branch it off. And some days it might be movie focused. Some days it might not be movie focused.
Depends on the movie.
We had to move away from that if you're new here because Instagram, our handle was the Weed Cap, and they started to crank down on the
paraphernalia.
Regulated goods.
Oh, I'm sorry, regulated goods.
Regulated goods. So we had to pivot. We were Weed Cap Radio for a while, WCR 42069. Mm-hmm. We're back to being the Weed Cap, and we couldn't be more excited. Now we can't play Careless Whisper. Careless Whisper. We can't play Careless Whisper by George Michael because
copyright issues.
They recently served me with a cease and desist.
Right.
But if there was ever a time to play Careless Whisper by George Michael.
You can sing it.
Ooh. Yeah, that's a sax. Yeah, that's nice.
Those little weird
ad-libbing?
Yeah.
Ad-libbing my George Michael, my Careless Whisper. No, you're good. I love you dearly. And I love you more than anything. He served me the season. This is a very sexy movie. Now, before we get into the reveal, this movie came out this past Christmas. It's a recent
movie.
It's a Christmas miracle.
It was a Christmas movie?
Came out on Christmas Day, 2024.
Disgusting.
Yeah, it was not.
It's a God, what the fuck? Y'all seen this on Christmas?
It's not really in the Christmas spirit, but then you think about.
There was a Christmas tree in there, though.
There was, and the Christmas spirit, if nothing else, it's giving.
That's
and
true.
People are being given. So before we get into it, guys, you want to make sure you're alone. You want to make sure you're in a room where you're free to explore your body freely.
Turn the lights down low.
Light a scented candle, something sandalwood or vanilla.
Get real comfy.
I want you to put on some of those pants that women wear that are...
You're talking about the gaucho pants?
I don't know what a gaucho pant is, but do they have straw strings on the front?
And they're like real loose and flowy.
Yes, I want you to put those on. I want you to lay in bed. I want you to get your favorite masturbatory aid because we're here to talk to you about baby girl. Baby girl.
I wish you could have that meme. Baby girl.
From Tosh.0 in the beginning of our relationship.
Oh my God, it was so fucking annoying.
There was a guy who would talk to his girlfriend.
He's a ginger.
And he would go, baby girl. And I used to do it to Lauren all the time.
He would come up behind me and he'd be like, baby girl. Or I'd be literally almost asleep at night and he would whisper in my ear. He'd be like, baby girl. It's so annoying.
I love to keep you awake. So I do. There's nothing I love more.
He does it all the time. It's so fucking annoying.
I also
I be sleeping.
I really, really love for Lauren to fall asleep and I just pull out my phone and I film her until she wakes up. And every time she wakes up, she could be across the room. She punches the air at me. It's like her fucking... Like her fucking survival instinct is to wake up and see me filming her and she punches the air as hard as she can. She goes, fuck you. Baby Girl. Now, Baby Girl came out Christmas Day 2024, starring.
Like, who saw this on Christmas? Be for real.
Can you imagine taking your
family?
taking your family? All right, kids,
We have neighbors that go every Christmas to the movies. I wonder if they saw this.
Well, this is the thing. Okay. There's a couple things I want to talk about it when it comes to the movies. I'm so excited to be back to. I romanticize the movies. We would watch the whole time. We've been watching movies. We just, for some reason,
stopped watching movies.
We felt like after the rebrand, we couldn't really talk about movies too much because then it's like
really
weird,
like a part of it,
right? But we've been watching movies the entire time. Now, this movie stars Nicole Kidman, Harris Dickinson.
Is that the young guy?
That's the young guy, and Antonio Banderas. You may know him as Zorro.
The dad from Spy Kids.
Oh yeah!
What the fuck,
dude? I knew that I was fat when I watched that movie as a kid, and I was like, they just pop that thing in the microwave, and out pops a Big Mac.
Oh my god!
Do you remember that?
I do remember that.
I was such a chubby kid, and I remember going to school and being like, "You guys ever see Spy Kids?" And they'd be like, "Yeah, isn't that crazy?"
And then you're just talking about the Big Mac in the microwave.
They'd be like the thumb people, and I'd be like, "What thumb people?" I'm talking about.
The technology.
The dudes in there, they're fucking conjuring Mac sauce inside of a microwave. Who's working on? And by the way, why aren't we working on this?
I don't know.
Why do we have self-driving cars, which by the way malfunction all the time? Why aren't we
ugly?
Why aren't we popping a pill into a microwave and out pops a fucking beef and cheddar from Arby's?
Isn't that what like army food is? It's like it's like shit that, and then you add stuff, and then it's like a meal or something.
I think so.
Army.
I mean, if you really want to get down,
but it's not a Big Mac. I mean, that would have to be McDonald's branded. Although maybe McDonald's should look into that.
McDonald's really should look into that
because I'm sure the Army would like that.
If we've got a soda stream, why are we not? You know what I mean? Like,
what are you looking for? They have the George Foreman. You have an indoor grill.
No,
you can the soda stream is making soda, but
they pop a capsule into the microwave and out pops a Big Mac and fries.
Right, all of this. I know. I'm well aware. I know exactly what you're talking about. There's too many ingredients involved in that.
Well, I don't need the lettuce.
Okay, well, okay.
I don't fucking need the lettuce at all. As a matter of fact, keep the lettuce.
I've never had a Big Mac. Is there tomato on there?
No, of course not. It's 2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun.
Oh.
Yeah. Keep that in the fucking back pocket.
The tomatoes are at Burger King.
You know what's fucked up? My mom told me as a kid, she was like, hey, if you go into McDonald's and you can say all that in like under 5 seconds, you get it for free.
And so you were just in there spitting bars.
I practiced that over and over and over. I had no concept of money as a young child. I was like, 2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. And I was doing that over and over. Doing that over and over and over, okay? Well, time it. Go ahead. Let's do it. Let's do it live. I go in there as like, I finally work up the courage to do it. Yeah. And I go up to the counter and I say it.
Yeah.
And this woman's like, what?
You're
and
like,
I was like,
fuck,
2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. And she was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I look it up. This is a promotion that happened for like 2 months in 1980.
Oh my God, in 1980.
It was like in the 80s. They had this fucking promotion, and my mom was like, yeah, you can just go in and do that. And I'll have to give it to you for free.
Happening. Are you ready?
Yep, ready.
Okay.
Tell me when.
1, 2, 3.
2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. 2 seconds. 2 seconds.
God, it really was like, it was less than 5. Wow.
I'm like twisted.
Hold on, do it again. Ready, set, go.
2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun.
$2.98.
I'm a rap god.
Wow.
I'm beginning to feel like a Mac god.
Because I'm feeling like I'm running after like, get away.
Fucking the pickles in the back god. Anyways.
Oh my God.
I'm twisted. I'm what's the other guy? And then I gotta go and gotta get it.
Yeah, it's Busta Rhymes.
Busta Rhymes.
And I feel like you gotta do it. Yeah.
If I was a rapper, I'd be Buster too. I'd be Buster.
Busting nuts.
Buster Hyman. Buster Hyman. And she's got an especially rigid hymen. That's a little callback to last episode.
To the lady with the rigid hymen who couldn't get laid on her sex night.
Bitch can't get laid. Yo, this bitch can't get laid on a sex night.
The one night she supposed to have sex, she can't do it.
Yo, you heard about that bitch on her sex night? She can't get that shit cemented over like a manhole cover.
Dude, she never masturbated?
I don't think she went in. I think most women go for the wiki. Some women hump pillows, I've heard.
Yeah, I have heard that too.
Yeah, I've heard that beside me while I'm sleeping. So the box office budget
never happened.
is $20 million. So by the way,
okay. That
they
makes sense.
run time an hour 54 minutes.
So
Comes out
long.
on Christmas Day 2024. Can you imagine $20 million budget for this movie? It made 64. So this movie made $40 million.
How?
What's incredible to me is that and this is hubris, maybe this is the Newcastle speaking, maybe it's a couple of bong hits and training and preparation for Friday night. I feel like I could have made this movie for $5 million.
This movie could have been made for 200.
Mm-hmm.
This didn't. Why did it cost that? Because it was made in New York or wherever they were, probably.
They did film on location in New York City,
Yeah.
but I also feel like this movie could have been filmed in one day. If you want to know,
well, how long did it take to make?
there were like 3. It's a whole movie is about sex. There's 3 sex scenes.
Yeah, it's mostly about weird.
It's about
dom
domination,
and
power.
submissive shit.
I know that it's like a woman's whatever
No.
to be dominated, but I don't
No.
understand.
Not all women.
Not all women, but I'm just not my woman.
Yeah, not me.
I'm just saying, like, I get it. I understand that, like, they want a man to be a man, but at the same time, like, but he's controlling her outside of the bedroom. I don't understand that. That's what I don't understand. When you want to be dominated in the bedroom, you want to be choked, you want to be thrown around.
But you like to be humiliated in public?
That's what
like
I.
what?
And
But
we'll
maybe that's part of it. I don't know.
We'll get into that as we go through this movie, but that's what I don't understand.
I'm not
Like,
here to kink shame. We don't want to kink shame
We don't.
anybody.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Don't even say the words. I would never kink shame anybody.
I just don't quite understand.
I like
that's
all sorts of stuff, but I'm saying what I'm saying.
Not this though.
What I'm saying. No, I don't like this. I'm not a domination person. I don't like
No.
that. I don't have it in me. I'm a.
He's
know what the-
such a little lover boy.
I'm a lover boy. You know what the problem is? I'm relaxed 24/7.
Yeah.
I'm too relaxed to be. I don't have the anger in me for this. These
No.
guys are like.
They're tapping into some like internal anger or something that they like childhood trauma or.
Oh, I've got every reason to be angry.
Oh, honey, I know.
I could be a school shooter.
I'm well
but
aware.
instead I'm just in an apartment being like, you know what
This is
I'd
a
like to do
fucking
this.
condo.
I'm sorry, you're so right. I'm in this condo being like, we should go to Maple Donuts this weekend.
And we did, and it
you-
was okay.
I
was
had a
good. It was good.
fantastic time. It's about the experience. And by the way,
Not about the donuts.
I wanted the maple dip. I had the maple dip. It was fucking incredible.
I had some pretty good donuts, but like it was like a half and half. We got 13 donuts and like 6 of them were good.
Yeah, because you ordered a bunch of fucking
You left me
cake.
up there high and dry.
I did leave you at the counter.
It was so overwhelming. I'm also high because Caleb's driving and I'm sitting there looking at a wall of donuts being like, I don't know.
Yeah, it was
And
overwhelming.
the lady's staring at me like, what the fuck do you want?
I had to leave because there was a
Line of
fucking
people.
Pakistani couple beside us who were standing
Taking up the whole counter, I'm
wide-legged at the counter, and there's like a 3-counter setup, and I felt like there wasn't enough room for me. So I just feel as though I don't get the domination outside of the bedroom. Like I don't get making your woman walk to the counter at the Maple Donuts and saying spread your legs as wide as they can go. And take up all this room so that
I
this
stand next to you with my legs also wide.
so that this lovely Caucasian couple beside us has no room to order and he has to fall back and they end up with 6 cake donuts.
And I turn around and guess what? You're not there.
I backed up. I
was like, do you want anything else to the man behind me? And he looked at me like, I don't know you, bitch.
this is how much of a lover boy I am. I came up behind Lauren. I put my hand in the small of her back
Okay.
and I whispered in her ear,
Baby girl.
I didn't say baby girl. I said, I'm going to step back. And I took 5 steps back.
And I did say okay, but like I was overwhelmed. It was too much.
That's fine. It is what it is. I don't
We're gonna go
fault you
back.
for it. We're going to go back. I had a fantastic maple dip.
There's seasonal flavors too.
But I don't get like going out to dinner and like the man decides what the woman, like there are women like that. There are women who are like, I don't want to make any decisions. And it's like, but why don't you want to pick your dinner? Like
That's weird.
why do you want him and like if it's not what you want, you just have to eat it is like a humiliation. I also don't understand sexual humiliation, and I'm not kink shaming. Like if you were like I would be like, I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to humiliate someone.
You'd learn.
I would learn for you, yeah. But I'm saying that I don't understand like that aspect of. I guess I'm vanilla. I guess vanilla is what it's called, but I'm not like totally vanilla, but like I don't get like wanting someone to crawl on all fours like they do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and like eat candy out of my hand or whatever.
And then spit the candy out in my hand because I told him to. Like, I don't get that.
Yeah.
So Romy Mathis, played by Nicole Kidman, is a CEO of a robotic process automation company in New York City, which is basically like Amazon. They have big warehouses. They come through. Everything's AI. She's dissatisfied with her sex life, with her husband.
This woman, straight off the bat, remember when it opened is the sex scene.
She's getting fucked in the sex scene. It's the best opening of all time. Antonio Banderas is sticking it to her. But she's dissatisfied with her sex life with him. He's a theater director, so like a Broadway play director. He's fucking her. She's acting like she's coming really hard. And I look over at Lauren and I go, this is the best intro to a movie of all time. It comes in, Nicole Kidman's getting plowed.
They
And,
both seemingly come together, which is always good.
It seems very romantic, which is the kind of porn that I watch where they come together, where the guy's like, you are so
couple porn.
It's always European. All the couple porn's European for some reason, but he's like, you are so beautiful. You are like flower, delicate daisy. You are flower. Oh, that's what I like.
He likes
You are
the foreign couple porn.
Absolutely
That
magnificent.
makes sense. I saw you eyeing that Pakistani couple.
You are
and then people don't know.
No, Pakistani couple would be like, I don't even want to do it. I don't even want to do it.
Don't. No, don't. Please.
You fucked the shit out of me, and now I'm on the side of the road emptying my bowels.
No.
That's what they were like. So, I personally like when he's like, he's telling her sweet nothings. He's like, oh, you're so beautiful. I like that. That's what I like. So
He's a lover boy.
I'm a lover boy. But she is getting, she fakes an orgasm, and we find out.
We don't know that though at first, but we find out.
It looks like they share a very intimate moment, and then after he just passes out as a man is to do, and then she goes into a separate room and masturbates. I think it was her
closet.
She goes into their walk-in closet and masturbates to domination porn.
Yeah.
By face down, she sticks some fingers down and she's like
humping it or something. I don't really know.
Careless whisper. And then she comes. So while on her way to work one day, she is almost mauled by a dog. But a young man who turns out to be an intern at her company steps in and calms it down, and has like this mystical control over this fucking dog for some reason.
And she's like, "What's going on there?"
Right.
Ooh, my pussy's wet. No, that's Nicole Kidman, not me.
No, that's fine.
My pussy was not wet this movie. Let me tell you.
This movie made my pussy wet. So, the young man Samuel turns out to be an intern at Romy's company and picks Romy as his mentor.
Yeah.
Through the company's mentorship program. Now, here's how I know that, first of all, no young person comes into a company and picks the CEO of $1 billion company as their mentor. I spoke to the CEO of my company before, who is literally
a huge corporation.
One of the biggest companies in the world. I literally have it on video, me talking to her. They recorded a phone call where people were asking her questions. I asked her a question. She complimented my question. No big deal. She said, what an intelligent question. And I said, that's all I ask is intelligent questions. People are saying that I'm the best question asker. They're saying that I'm very good at asking questions. They're saying I'm a bit of a lover boy. That's what they're saying. But I thought that I'm watching this movie, and the company is designed to be clearly a parody of Amazon.
Yeah.
Like, it's a warehouse. They're doing all this stuff. So this new guy who's like a fucking intern at NYU is coming in and picking her as his fucking...
She's just allowing it too. Like,
right. Yeah, and
it's weird.
He goes, yeah, you're my mentor. And she's like, I'm not a part of that program. And he's like, well, you are now. And she wants to be controlled. She's like, oh, okay, whatever. It's weird. So during a private meeting, Samuel propositions her.
Which, like,
She objects, but then she gives in and kisses him. And then she's conflicted about it. She's like, it's very inappropriate. But later, they meet at a hotel, and he gets her on all fours. And she thinks that she's
a fucking piece of candy.
She acts like she's eating. She acts like she doesn't want to be there.
Right. She's acting like he's wasting her time, but like she showed up.
She showed up there, and then he says the one thing that gets this bitch dripping.
What?
He says, I could get you fired with one phone call.
Yeah, she loves that shit.
She loves to put herself in positions sexually that could make her apparently lose everything. I don't get that.
Yeah, I don't get that either.
But I will say what he does then is put a dog collar on her, makes her crawl over, eat a candy out of his hand, spit the candy out. Then he puts her in prone bone.
Yes.
He puts her prone on the ground.
Yeah.
Starts finger blasting her.
Disgusting hotel room floor, by the way.
Which is how she masturbates. She masturbates.
Yeah, it's weird that he knew that.
Yes. Puts her prone bone. He hits her with the DJ. You know what I mean? He hits her with the wiki.
And she's going to pee. That's what she says. She's going to pee. Which I don't really know why they had to include that.
She says, I feel like I'm going to pee. I think she's squirting, which we all know is just
it's
pee.
It's fucking pee. Like, scientifically proven.
Everybody acts like it's not pee. It's
pee.
Clearly piss. It comes out of the piss hole and it's pee.
Pee.
That's all I'll say. So
we never know. Does she pee? We don't know.
Here's what Wikipedia says. Romy comes to an intense orgasm.
She's like moaning and groaning
at the hotel in dominance and submission. Oh, is that what comes from? Is that what like? Oh, I come to an intense orgasm. That makes so much sense. Because I've always been like, why is it come?
What the fuck? Oh, are you talking about...
Wikipedia literally says Romy comes to an intense orgasm. And I've always been like, why is it called like, oh, I'm coming. I'm coming to an orgasm.
Wow.
Romy sobs with deep conflict about her enjoyment of this experience after the orgasm. Now, that's something we in the industry call post-nut clarity.
Yeah.
We've all been there. I mean...
Yeah.
The two continue to meet multiple rendezvous and their sexual affair gains considerable intensity. Yeah, I mean that's kind of weird, right?
Yeah, they keep seeing each other. They see each other at work,
and he starts overstepping boundaries. Like he comes to their fucking country home. And just starts...
he came to deliver her laptop, but she's like, don't do that.
Which she left at the office. And she feels disrespected. She starts lashing out at him, telling her that her family's everything to her. You got to leave her alone, whatever. The two argue, and she's like, you got to transfer.
Whatever.
Yeah, I mean...
He doesn't transfer, though, because... Why not?
He doesn't transfer because he wants to. She says you can't transfer because it'll raise questions.
Oh, right.
Which means this bitch has done this before.
She knows.
If she's like, look, they're gonna start prying if an intern transfers. They're gonna be like, oh my god, did she ride your face again?
Yeah. Did she ride your face
again? Again?
Damn it!
God damn it! I knew you smelled weird in the elevator the other day. By the way, Nicole Kidman in this movie. Her body's fine. They show her naked.
Is it CGI or is it her real body?
I don't know. Her ass is like for a 60-some-year-old. Yeah. Fantastic.
Oh, wait. No, she was like 50-some.
57.
But she's old.
It's a fine ass for a 57-year-old. But then they show her.
She's like 20 years older than me.
They show her fingers. You're not. What do you mean? Are you 40? You're not 37?
No, I'm 32. I'll be 32 this year.
Right. So it's not 20 years older than you.
It's like about...
Well, when your hands look like that, we're not having sex. I can't.
Sometimes my hands do look like that when they're all dry. You know that.
I'm just joking. They show her body, and you're like, "Oh, this is like a MILF. This is Lisa Ann. This is like a 40-year-old MILF." And then they show her hands, and you're like, "Oh my god, she's gonna offer me butterscotch candy."
That's why she ate that strawberry hard candy up.
Would you like a Werther's? Why don't you come over here and piss on Granny's face?
She likes golden showers.
She loves golden showers. It's part of the humiliation, part of the dominance thing that she can't get enough of.
There was no golden showers in this.
She's laying in bed. Her husband, Antonio Banderas,
Oh my God,
tries
this
to.
is the craziest part.
He tries to fuck her, and she says, "quote I've never had an orgasm with you." They've been married for 20 years. They've been married for 20 years.
Huh?
Yeah.
Never?
So,
He's like, what about the night?
yeah,
Like,
that's
3 nights ago.
pretty fucked up. Yeah, what about the other night where you came hard all over my dick and you were like, I'm coming? Yeah. Hey, he's like,
huh?
now this is very surprising to me because the other night I feel you tense up, you're on my penis, you're riding my penis, and you say, and I quote, I'm coming, you the panting, the moaning, the whole thing. To find out it's all a production, I've actually been thinking maybe we use you in one of my plays. You're an incredible actor.
Well, come to find out, no offense to Mr. Banderas, but he's not doing a lot of foreplay.
Well, you know, there's a time and place for foreplay. And
Well, this woman clearly needed it.
as a lover boy, my position is there's foreplay needed 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, well,
That
sometimes there's a quick one.
That 1 out of 10 is, hey, somebody's knocking at the door. We have company coming over. It's time to just take 15, 20 seconds out of our day. They'll think
Just take care of this, balls.
they'll think we're in the back. Let's deplete these things and then we'll have a good time. You know, I won't be so uptight the whole time. I mean, you won't be so, you know. So she invites him. She's trying to get him to continue the affair. He comes to their house for her daughter's birthday party, but he comes with Esme, who's Romy's secretary, Nicole Kidman's secretary.
Who's been begging her for a fucking promotion.
Right. And he's saying, she's like, you can't come to my house. Are you, she's upset. She
She's
goes,
a little jealous.
are you dating her? And he's like, isn't that your fucking husband in the other room? Like, what are you talking about? So,
And then she's like, do you love her like you love on me?
yeah. So
Do you do the things with her you do to me?
and
He said no.
I'll tell you right now, I treat a woman's sexual history as like the army. Don't ask, don't tell. I don't want to know anything. I've heard too many things about your sexual history. I want to know nothing.
Oh.
I know. I want the Men in Black.
I feel like I know everything about yours.
Well, there's a lot less. I'd like the Men in Black.
He's not wrong.
I'd like the Men in Black to come over and fucking
Zip your
zip me.
zip your shit.
Yes.
Oh well.
So anyways, she confesses that she's never had an orgasm. Then she confesses the affair. She goes, they break up. He's like, how dare you fuck this man in my house?
It's because the secretary, you missed this shit. The secretary, after the party, comes over to her house and confronts her and says, I fucking know what you're doing. And if you don't give me a higher position, I'm going to take you down.
No, she specifically says, see, this is where you're wrong.
What'd
She
she say?
specifically says, I have no interest in taking a woman down because
Because it's a woman movie, guys.
it's a woman movie. They sold a lot of cucumbers in grocery stores near these theaters on Christmas Day, 2024.
I don't know.
That was a big thing during the 50 Shades of Grey.
I
Remember? They were selling out of cucumbers near the fucking
They were
theaters.
taking cukes
Women were in
and
there.
shoving them up.
Don't say cukes. That makes it sound like somebody does it often.
What? I'm not doing it. I don't even like cucumbers.
Neither do I.
Disgusting.
I like my cucumbers pickled and fucked by the guy at the Hampstead McDonald's.
Right.
That's how
and
I
on
like.
top of a McDouble.
On top of a McDouble.
Or
Yes.
sometimes a quarter pounder with cheese.
There's but this is the most important thing. So basically, here's what's gonna happen. The guy, let's just wrap this up here, okay? Fucking Antonio Banderas fucking finds out about the affair. He goes to their house to the cottage house, the summer house where she's fucking him.
Yeah.
They get into a fist fight. Then he has what he thinks is a heart attack. Turns out it's a panic attack on TV on like whatever this fucking ER show we have in the background right now. A little side note. It's fucking it's Stevie from Eastbound and Down.
Look at all these big things.
I feel 10 feet tall right now and as strong as an ox.
Oh my God.
Sorry, little side note. He just popped up and I'm like, oh my God, that's Stevie
He
from
looks
Eastbound and Down.
so old too. He's all gray.
So, anyways, he has a panic attack. They break up. Then they get back
but
together.
old boy calms him down.
So this is the craziest thing though, is that during the movie.
Yeah, tell me.
Okay. So she says she finally, the end of the movie is her having an orgasm with Antonio Banderas.
But he's using his hands.
Yes, he's using his hands. He puts her prone bone and does the thing.
Some ladies, that's the only way they can come.
Yes. So here's what happens here is
Go.
that during
Say
the
it.
movie, she's out to dinner. Samuel, the young boy, is at the bar. She's at a table outside of the bar, and he sends her over a glass of milk to drink. She's like, what the fuck? Why
Everybody
is
at the table is like, why is there milk? And then she's like, I don't know. And then they're like, you're not going to drink that, are you? And then she just fucking downs
She looks
it.
at him and downs it, and then he walks by and goes, good girl. So he sends her a glass of milk to drink and then tells her she's a good girl.
At a later point, he also makes her drink milk out of a saucer like a little kitty.
Yeah, it's gross.
Don't like
I don't, and that borders the line of like, why are you viewing these women as animals? Are you into bestiality? You know what I mean?
I don't know. I don't get the collars. I don't
don't
that
understand
stuff.
it.
I'm so sorry. I just don't.
You don't have to apologize to me.
No,
If
I'm
you- if you-
apologizing to any listeners that are into that because I know that there's a reason. It's because they
It's
think
fine.
it's sexy or
That's
whatever.
fine. But if you needed that, Lauren,
Yeah.
if you needed that, I wouldn't be able to,
You wouldn't be able to put a collar on me?
no, oh God, no. I mean,
will-
if you asked me to, I would, but I don't think it wouldn't be for me to like beat you up or anything.
Here's my thing. I don't want to be humiliated any more than I've already humiliated myself.
Fair enough.
Especially in a sexual situation. I need to be on it.
Yes. Like the goddess you are.
Thank you.
The milk glass situation happened to director Helena Rain's life in real life. She was once at a bar by herself in Belgium and ran into a very famous unnamed Belgian actor, 15 years younger than her, who ordered her a glass of milk. She thought it was a very courageous thing to do and wanted to reward him by drinking the whole thing, which she did, though it left her feeling a little nauseated. I thought that was really...
That's weird.
I thought that was weird that somebody...
Open ended? Did they fuck or what?
It doesn't... I mean, it's implied, but during the fucking... When I'm reading that, I'm like, oh, that makes so much sense because it was such a specific thing to happen.
Yeah.
Like, to know that it happened to her, you're like, oh, that's...
If a foreign man in a foreign bar send me a glass of milk to drink, regardless if he was famous or not, I'm not drinking it. That shit might be roofied. That's how you end up at a Diddy party, dude.
What's this? It's from Titty. drink. It's from
Don't-
Titty.
It's got my special sauce in
You've
it.
got two beautiful titties. That's very nice. This is from Titty too. Drink up. Drink now. Drink now. Drink. Bottoms up. Bottoms up. Up, 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 up. Good girl. Baby girl. Very nice, baby girl. Very nice. Now we wait. Wait for what? Now we just wait. Baby girl.
Those roofies will be hitting you soon, baby girl.
Don't say stuff like that. Also,
fine.
do you ever wonder about like, okay, now this is something that I used to do in my stand-up act a couple times, but
On.
the roofie dealer, like
Who's dealing the roofies and who are you calling? What are you saying?
You have a weed dealer, you have a mushroom dealer who's normally the weed dealer, you have an Adderall dealer.
right.
The roofie dealer, I've never met him.
Nope.
No one, I've never once been offered roofies, and maybe guys, and I wouldn't want them, but I'm like, somebody has them. People claim to get roofied all the time.
Yeah, that is true. Like, who's getting the roofies to roofie people?
That's what I'm saying. People, literally every fucking young person in their 20s has a story about being roofied. A good friend of mine, Al, his brother claimed to have been roofied, and it's like, but every person who goes out and drinks and has a negative reaction,
They just automatically assume it's roofie.
they're like, oh my God, I've been roofied. It's like, who is roofieing you? Who is roofieing you? Like, honestly, who is wasting their money to roofie a man at a bar?
Well, yeah, I mean, no offense to
No, I'm just-
but it's like probably he got the wrong drink is what I'm assuming. He ordered a girly drink.
Al called me and told me, or you're just coming down with a virus or something, but like no one's wasting a fucking roofie on you. And Al called me and told me that, and we talked about it. He was like, "Oh my God, you're right. Like, who the fuck would do that?"
Well,
Also, first
I'm sure
of all,
gay men get roofied, but in a gay club, I don't think he was at a gay club.
here's the maybe he's got a lovely afro. I think he's a straight man, but so
Just
you
because
go,
he has an
you
afro.
go. He's a disco friend, so he goes, like, hey, you have these, so you work hard to find a guy because. Let me tell you something. You have to work hard to find a roofie dealer.
Okay,
Because you
okay.
can't just ask a guy, hey, do you have roofies? Because a normal
then you're
person's
weird.
going to be like, what the fuck, dude? No, take this weed and get out. And first of all, and while
And
we're
don't
at it,
fucking come
don't
back.
ever fucking come back, you fucking freak.
And then you don't have
So
weed anymore.
you have to work up and be like, hey, do you know where I could get? It's not for me, obviously. It's for a friend.
I have a friend.
I have a
who's
friend
looking to roofie somebody.
I got a friend who's kind of into raping and no, date raping.
No, the non-consensual.
Yeah, date raping.
Yeah.
It's like where you fuck a girl, but she's asleep because of the pharmaceuticals.
Because of the roofies that I'm
Because of the
trying to get. Do you know what I mean?
So you have to build it up, and then you have to take the chance, right? And then you get these roofies, and I'm assuming most roofie dealers probably only sell like 2 to 4 at a time.
I don't think you get a whole pill bottle's worth.
Yeah, you're not getting a 30-day supply of roofies.
Seems a little.
So then you have these 4, and you're going out, and you're just like you're only expanding the roofie if it's a sure deal. Like the
That's
roofie,
true, because like, what if this person passes out? You don't even know if it worked or not, and like, what are you searching for?
You're deploying the
I don't know.
roofie once the cat's in the bag. Like once you got the roofie out, you're like, oh, I'm gonna put this in and I'm taking that person home. But like so many people claim to be roofied. So many people online, women, men, transgender people. They're like, oh my god, if you go on right now, you can find 500 people who claim they were roofied last night in fucking a small town in Idaho. And it's like, who has that many roofies?
Maybe it's some sort of deal that like the underground sex trafficking ring or something. Like maybe they're doing it.
The underground sex trafficking.
Yeah, the underground sex trafficking. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, because I'm not into as much as I'm into degradation. I'm the same into roofing.
Imagine if you took roofies as a drug. Like imagine if you were buying roofies for yourself and you're just like, that was your drug of choice was roofies. You just like to roofie yourself, and then
I used to do that with Ativan. I would take a bunch of Ativan and then it would be like a fast forward to the next day.
oh,
Yeah, I loved that. I would be like, oh,
you think roofies would be like the same thing?
I think, yeah, roofies, they're like I don't know what class they are, but I think you take like a benzo.
Oh, like a Benadryl or some shit. And you just
not like a Benadryl, a benzo, a benzodiazepine, like a Xanax.
I know what you're talking
or an Ativan, and you take it, and then you have a couple beers, and then all of a sudden it's the next day and you're waking up. It's a scary feeling because you're like, oh, I don't know what I did.
That's what I'm saying.
But
if you're roofied, I don't think you do anything. I think you just like lay there. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
But do you think there's people out there who that's their drug of choice?
No, there's no one who's addicted to roofies. They would be like crashing cars every day and shit.
Well, not if they just lived at home and did nothing.
Oh, you think, dude, that would be so funny. And you know what, though? I would be the guy who could take a roofie and just sit on the couch and be like, I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, be like, wait for this shit to kick in and just pass the fuck out.
Yeah, what's Caleb doing? Oh, he's just drooling. He's watching.
Oh, he's been roofied.
He's watching the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and he's covered in drool. That would be me.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm all I'm saying is that I guess what I'm really trying to say, guys, is that I'm glad we're the weed cap again. There's something so special. We were going to movies all the time. Not all the time, but we were going to see movies.
Yeah, it was like something that we could do together.
And by the way, if you go to a movie theater during the nighttime, you're a chump.
Also, you're paying too much.
You know what though? I would pay more for a matinee. I love nothing more. First of all, you go into the movie theater at 11 o'clock, you get yourself a hot dog, you get yourself some nachos.
A little lunchy lunch.
You watch the movie, and then when you come out, you have your whole day ahead of you.
And it's really bright.
There's no one in there. You can fuck in the movie theater if you want. Absolutely.
Everything is recorded in there, sir.
What?
You don't know that?
What are you talking about?
There are cameras in there.
Is that what TikTok's telling you?
No, it's like a real life thing. Like you can see, there's cameras in there.
There's cameras in the movie theater.
They've seen us in there hitting our pendulums.
There are cameras in the movie theater. People are getting stuck in time warps. There are Sasquatch roaming the fucking... They're not night vision cameras in every theater.
I didn't say they were night vision at all. I just said that they were cameras. Oh, okay.
Then they're not seeing anything.
What about when the light from the screen? You mean like when you're recording and you have like light from TV you can't see?
I review a lot of CCTV footage for my job, and I'm telling you.
CCTV.
Okay, here we go. You're not seeing anything. I promise you.
We'll see.
No, we won't. We won't.
Look it up.
I don't need... Look it up. Give it all you got. Give it all you got.
Give it all you got.
Give it all you got. There's cameras in AMC Regal 14 in Hanover, Pennsylvania.
Dude,
give it all you got.
I'm telling you.
There are not cameras in the fucking... No, there are not.
Dude, chime in. Listeners, chime in.
Yeah,
in.
if I'm assuming a couple people who listen to this podcast probably work in movie theaters.
Or have worked and know, and I know there's fucking cameras in there.
I don't believe. First of all, I'm just going to Google it real quick.
Do it, please.
I'm going to. Are there cameras in movie theaters? Here we go. The short answer is yes. Most movie theaters. Most movie theaters have security cameras installed in the hallways and lobby areas.
No, you're not. No, you're not looking up the right things.
Are there cameras inside the auditorium?
Yeah.
Let's take a look. So last night I was watching Boy Kills World, and there was absolutely no one watching. The movie was awful. So I decided to start watching the movie to start a list of my preferred seats.
What?
Like he moved around inside of no. That's why they do theater checks. That's why the people walk in, because there aren't cameras.
I don't believe that.
Well, I don't care what you believe. You've never worked in a movie theater.
Prove
and
it.
You're talking.
Someone who's worked in there, prove it.
You are talking as if you're a 25-year-old fucking psychology student who works at the AMC and runs that shit.
How do you know I've never worked
like
in the theaters?
Because I know you. I know about your job history, and you haven't. And you're speaking with authority like you have, and it's not true.
It feels like...
It feels like you've worked in a movie theater? What does that even mean?
No, it feels like you're being recorded when you're in the movies.
That's a guilty conscious thing. You feel like you're being recorded all the time. You're always feeling guilty.
So. Well, yeah.
Right. I know, but there's not... I was
raised as a Catholic.
There's not cameras pointed at you in the movie theaters watching you watch a movie, because it takes up space. It takes up either film or it's... Okay. I've had enough.
Know.
We're done tonight. We're done. We're back. It's the Weed Cap's back. We're back. We're back. It's the Weed Cap.
And we're watching movies.
And
we're doing live shows too.
We're doing live shows on Friday nights. And we're hoping the live shows on Friday nights will be like a watch party. I had floated to Lauren the idea of when we start the live stream at 8 o'clock.
Maybe we start a movie.
Press play on the movie we're talking about. Now we'll have already seen it.
Yeah.
And then we go scene by scene, and you can start it and watch it and the same shit. And maybe, I don't know. It's just
maybe call and discuss it. Who knows?
Yeah, call and discuss it. It's just an idea. But if you like that idea, let us know. As always, though, if you guys listen to the show and you like it, we appreciate you commenting. We appreciate you liking stuff.
We appreciate the feedback, good or bad, too.
Yes, like, hit us with all of it. We love you all. If you're listening to this right now, we love you.
Love you.
We love you. We're Antonio Banderas.
We're on TikTok now. You forgot to tell them.
Oh, yeah. We're on TikTok. Go ahead, Lauren. We're on TikTok.
We're on TikTok now. He told me to put us on TikTok, so I did.
Go ahead.
That's it. We're on TikTok now. Follow us on TikTok.
WCR
Radio 420.69.
On TikTok. Lauren's running the TikTok. I'm running everything else. Lauren's on the TikTok.
I'm just reposting reels. I'm not really doing much.
And thank you for listening. We'll see you Friday for El Diablo.
Oh.
And we love you. Thank you.
Your mouth looked like a butthole.
Your mouth looks like a butthole.
No.
Say goodbye to the folks at home.
You have a lazy eye. Goodbye.
I don't have a lazy eye.
You just did a weird thing and your eye was all funky.
I'm a reptilian, you dumb bitch. Don't take your headphones off. Oh, you're upset because I called you a dumb bitch.
Me a dumb bitch.
Well,
tell the people at home that you don't think that of me.
I don't think you're a dumb bitch. You're smarter than me, but
right. It's for shits and gigs.
I should have said you were acting like a dumb bitch. That's my bad. Is that better for you?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Titties out, booties up. Oh, Lauren pulled her titties out.
No, I didn't.
Yes, she did. She pulled her titties out and said, "How about a glass of milk?"
What? Something was touching me, hoping someone that wanna suck me under the fucking sea. What?
Sucking and fucking D. Do you wanna do it? She said, bumblebee.
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 Rolling like a tumbleweed.
Tommy B.
Tumbling.
I think that I'm hungry.
Grilled cheese.
Honey D.
Tell your mama what it be.
I just wanna take this time to say what's up to Scummy T.
Suffering.
Succotash.
Kick you in a fucking ass.
Buffering.
Suck a dick.
Terrible connection.
Dial up.
Pile on.
Entering the fire zone.
Call me on a xylophone.
Put a brand new style on.
Pimp it out.
This is it.
Pimp it out.
This is it. Pimp it out. This is it. Pimp it out. This is it.